Here is how I lost 1-0 on the Nasdaq today. We shorted the Nasdaq and we lost. Okay, so let's go into market open. Where's market open? Here. I was fairly neutral on the day. We are expanding from this for our gap here, but we've produced a really big rejection wick down. We've come into 50%, and ES is looking much stronger. We have an S&T at this external high, which signifies bearishness. That's the S&T there. On the hourly, we had a gap just below us off open. We had an hourly gap just here, and we trade into it immediately. Market open, and we do get a 15-second inversion to the upside. I just didn't take that. I don't like taking 15 seconds so early into the session. And we had like a 5 minutes target here, do we? Or like just general buy side liquidity. We end up, I think it was a 5 minute actually. I'm not sure. I swear it was a 5 minute. Well, we have this 9:30 working anyway. This ends up fading, and then here's where I took my first position. From this little leg down, we created a 5 minute rejection block. Yeah, rejection block. Nice and easy to see. We come down, retest it. We get a really nice 1 minute version. I long this, trying to aim for this like 5 minute intermediate high or this data wick or whatever that was. Or just 1-to-1. And unfortunately, we get stopped break even. The reason why I went break even was because in ES we had reached this daily high. Where do we? What? Where was it? Oh, okay, it wasn't a daily high. It was just prominent. That's what it was. Daily high. It was 4-hour high anyway, which was its external liquidity. Yeah, to be honest, for some reason I thought that was more than a 4-hour. I thought it was daily. Oh, it was daily. Look, it was daily high. But still, if you're confident about a trade, ES doesn't look like it's slowing down here. And at least when you go into some sort of liquidity, it's usually a sweep and then a resweep as well, and that's when you can expect price to come down. As you see, there's a stop punt here. Stop. Oh, the fuck. Right. Stop punt. And you can see the same thing happened on NQ, where this would be our new break even, or you can even break even right about now, because ES has that stop punt, and then you can see that this did not come towards our break-even point and played out perfectly, which is annoying, but it is what it is. I won't break even too soon. And yeah, that was our first position. We got break even on it, but we know what to do differently. Also, this area that expanded didn't really get tested, and you can kind of expect that area to be tested. But yeah, it is what it is. We then dumped out of nowhere, kind of out of nowhere anyway. We just dumped. We had an S&T at this external high, and then we had stacked high time frame trend line liquidity below, leading up to that 4-hour intermediate. And as I said, I was more bearish going into the day, leading up to this 4-hour, and there's also London lows. Absolutely dump until we hit this 30-minute intermediate. We sweep it, we get a resweep, and then we get a 30-second I4G and change the state delivery. I enter long. It probably is the worst trade I've taken in like 3 weeks. It's just horrible. Our final draw liquidity is down here. You can expect a bit of a retrace from a 30-minute intermediate low. However, just there's no reason to long here. ES is edging this 130. Well, edging by what? No, it is edging it. Okay. We have this 1-hour gap here, which aligns with the 930 wick. We have inverse this 15-minute. So that's two bearish signs. Inverse this 15-minute up here, and the 30-minute intermediate low that I'm using. The 30-minute gets freaking inversed. I can't see on here, but on NQ, you can see a bit better. This 30-minute gap gets inversed. Okay, and yeah, it's just horrendous. That's like 3 bearish signals. We've broken structure on the 15-minute with an S&T at equilibrium. We are coming down to this low. And ES has got no true manipulation at all. We've inversed that. There's no reason for ES to come up, especially with this 930 wick and this 1 hour just below with relative equal lows here. And then, yeah, we take a position long. I'm truly zoned out at this point, to be honest. I'm on my phone, I'm watching TikTok, which just makes me take a freaking pattern trade without having all the information. Like if I saw any of this, I would have taken it. Which is why I'm not like too mad, because I think I get mad at the trades that I lose when it's actually to do with some sort of technical analysis error. Well, I've looked at everything and I've just got it wrong, but it's something to learn. But here, I just didn't even realize this stuff, which to my mind, taking the trade at that point, that's a fine trade. But with the context of ES is no true manipulation, close to an hourly. I'm not even looking at ES at this point, really. I haven't zoomed out on ES. I'm just on the 1 minute time frame. All we have is an S&T and a sweep and a bit of confirmation. They've got no narrative. We've got so many things against it. I even kind of knew that, so I waited for a change in the state anyway. Like I was like, I don't really like this. Let me just wait for a change in the state. So I knew it wasn't even that good with this 30-second close. I wanted to wait for more confirmation. And it's just a bit unfortunate that I just didn't see that. So we are back to break even, back down to 50k, slightly below 50k, maybe like 49.9k on 5 evals. It's been 2 weeks and we're still break even. Last week, what did we do? I don't know, I can't remember what we did wrong, but it's a learning process. And I've now banned my phone during training because it just distracts me and I don't even look at the chart. I know this is a bad trade now. I know this is a bad trade. I know it. It's not me second guessing myself. I know this is a bad trade and I took it. But I didn't know it at the time, so I'm not too mad. Like, it's not a psychology issue, it's just me being, oh, it kind of is a psychology issue because I wasn't actually looking at the charts. Like, I zoned out after this. And all I should be looking here is for shorts um, towards this 4-hour intermediate low, and we don't get shorts. So it would have been a no trade day. It should have been. Well, one break even anyway. See, little tweaks, little tweaks. So I don't go break even at there. If I go break even at this sweep, this resweep, sorry, and I wouldn't have obviously trade because I take one trade a day, one win, one loss. Sorry, um, that's up 2,000 on all my accounts. There's a $2,000 difference, or just a two hour difference, just between me kind of half looking at the charts and going break even at the wrong time. It's so brutal to be It's so brutal. You have to be dialed. I know Austin just wasn't today. But we have learned something today. The only thing we have learned is that this little sweep here, we should have broken even up here rather than when ES took that because we're in bullish momentum. We should go break even at the resweep. Furthermore, this area hasn't really been tested. Are we likely to reverse off this area? No, not really. Do we hit equilibrium on this area? We did actually. I don't really. It's an okay break even, but I only broke even because ES took it. And maybe I should get into the habit of breaking even at the sweep, the second sweep, when ES takes it as well. But yeah, lessons have been learned today. It's a constant learning process. I'm 1 year and 1 month into this, and I'm still learning every day. Like it's crazy the amount of stuff you have to learn and get into your mindset. Like these traders that are saying they're profitable in 6 months, there's no, I can't even believe that. There's so much you have to learn. Like I reckon even 6 months from now, I'll be learning stuff. Maybe not every day, but every 2 days. Like, there'll be something where it's like, oh my god, I haven't realised that before. There's so much discretion in the market, and it's just from market experience that it takes time. It takes time. It's a learning process. It's not something you just pick up. You have to have real market experience. You have to be there every day. For me, it's 2 to 4. For if you're in the US, it's 9 to. It depends in the US. It's 2 hours a day. You've got to be there. You've got to turn up. You can't be distracted like I was today. Um, yeah, it's a learning process. I didn't lose my mind today, which is good. I feel like the revenge trading is weeding out of me. I haven't done it in. I had one singular revenge trade maybe 3 weeks ago, and before that it was like a month. So it's weeding out for me for sure. And lessons. I have to you have to comfort yourself after these losses. Like I've learned a lesson with the break even, and I've created a new rule. You have to act rather than just sitting there and just being like, oh yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. You have to act. I've written down in my journal here, you can see. Oh well, will this break even though it has taken good liquidity, I think it has no reason to come down, which it doesn't. It's just depending on ES. Hasn't been tested yet. Indeed. And I'm also going to add in when you go break even because of ES hitting a certain level, if not crazy, like what are the most, things that turn things around? I'll say like a 1 hour to daily gap. Well, I don't know if when you go break even because it ES hit a certain level. Maybe think about going break even at the second sweep. Well, I like to call it sweep squared. I don't know why. Sweep square at the sweep squared of yes. And then also my daily learning. Expand on this. When we get to a break even point and really expand to it, leaving 1 minute to like 3 minute gaps behind, we can expect a retrace coming down, and then expanding after, where you can go break even at sweep squared. Okay. And I'm going to highlight these because they're really important. And what I'll do at some point, I've got so like I'm trying to outwork everyone, bro. No matter what happens on the charts, I've realised shit. I've come back. I'm doing more than I would do at university, tenfold. But look at this. This is like every day. Like 15th of June, 16th of June. I'm writing things. I've learnt this. This is what 2 weeks ago, and I now stick to it. On the 5 minute, when there's 5 to 6 candles when it goes nowhere equals low probability, guess off, which is true. I stick to that now. I know this. It's in my head. It's burned into my brain because I've come back on here at night and looked at it, or after, or at other points. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to consolidate all of this information that I've learned into a massive Word document. I'm going to go fixed, need to look at, brand new. I'm going to put them into 3 categories and then go over them, like find out back testing. Like back testing is so important as well. I can't believe people say like don't back test. Look how much time I put in. June I put in 32 hours. May I put in 35 hours. April, March, don't know what happened in March. Exams, I think I had exams. And then this week in 2 days I put in 5.7 hours. So like, and I'm still not profitable. Like I'm still not 100% profitable. I had days like this. I had days last week. What happened on my? Let me go back to my trade. That was yesterday. No. Let me go back to last week's trade. Look how many backtesting trades I took. Yeah, like even trades that I've just faded or missed, I've backtested. I've put into this. Oh yeah, that was pretty obvious. And what was it? Yeah, I did miss that trade. What was my loss that I took? Yes. Okay, this is burning in my head now. This one loss that I took here. I've never really like learned about premium discount properly and continuations, especially in premium discount. And yeah, it's just weighing up. Like this is burning into my head. I know exactly what happened in this trade. I've maybe tested maybe 50 trades on this, and I've faded more. I've definitely have faded a few down here and been like, this trade was too premium for my liking. If you don't know what it means, you don't know what it means. But I didn't a week before really know what this means. It was too premium, and we took out like we're in a 4 hour. Like you won't understand this. You won't understand what this trade was. But now it's just burned into my brain, and I won't repeat that mistake. Oh, and then instead I'm losing for things like, losing focus and being bored. Like it's still there's so many little things, and I'm definitely a break-even trader still. I'm profitable back testing when I'm focused. That is, um, and yeah, a lot of effort, and it will pay off. Like I don't care what I do, where I live. I'll continue to do this until it works. Like there's no other option really. Like a year from now, I'll be good. I will be good for sure. It's just habits. You've got to pick them up. You've got to consistently do this for 3 months straight, or consistently not revenge trade for 3 months straight. Or maybe in a 2 months, I revenge traded twice, maybe two trades. Like before, it would be twice a week. But then the next stage is twice in a year. You just pick up these habits and you do better and better and better, and it will eventually show. Like this. When's the next time you think I'm going to not focus during a live session? Might be a month and a half time. I remember one trade because it was just short. I remember one upload on YouTube. I posted it and I didn't. I missed a trade because I was watching reels. It's probably the last time I've been distracted, or just not taking in all the information that I needed. I didn't even look at it. I can't believe what's happened. I just thought I'm a joke. But I'm holding myself to such a high standard where I cannot do that again. I cannot. It's ridiculous. It's utterly ridiculous that I did that. And you've got to hold yourself to a high standard. You've got to work for it. You've got to put in effort. If you're not matching this, it's just the last like 2 months. If you're not matching this, back testing, journaling, daily learning, which is more like information that I've picked up. If you're not matching this or doing better, there's no way that unless you're fucking brainiac and you're insane, if you're insane at trading, like you're a whiz kid. If you're not doing at least this, you're fucked. Because I'm doing it. I'm not a fucking stupid guy. I'm very smart. Like a straight A student all my life, and I'm putting in the effort. You can see I'm putting in the hours as well. Like you've got to do this or do better than this for over a year. I would say I've really locked in over like the past 3 months, like journaling and daily learning as well. And when's the first daily learning thing I did? Yeah, like 2 months ago, or a month and a half. And what did I say? 930 trades, be very wary. Mech can't agree will do much better than retraces. What? Retraces doesn't make sense. It's reversals. Which is true. And oh my god, this is definitely a CPI day where we trade into a 15-minute gap here, and then we expand it, but we don't. That's rubbish. It's rubbish. No narrative, leaving loads of LR. ES doesn't really. I remember this shit. It's a month and a half ago. It's burned into my brain. But now I've got to the training stage where I've learned all the basics, and like from day to day, maybe every 2 days, I'm picking up something very niche. Like today is not niche. It's just. Well, I don't know. Today was a bit niche with the break even. That's a niche I haven't learned before. Like not breaking even because ES hasn't reswept its main draw. That will happen once every like month, maybe What, like where ES hits the draw and you want to go break even or get out? Or actually, no, break even at ES's draw. Probably, I don't know if I've ever encountered that before. Maybe 2 months, once every 2 months, maybe less. But the thing is, next time that happens, I'll be okay. And it's just that you're gaining like 0.5% better win rate every day. Like I was at 50. I'd say probably right now, I'll say I'm at least 60% win rate, like, at least. Back testing, I'm high 60s, very high 60s, like 70% maybe, because I can sit there and deliberate and focus on my trades rather than live market conditions. But even so, I do take trades on live market conditions that I don't think I'll probably trade back testing, because you can tell more about the speed and where you think like the draws and like little 15 seconds, and you're more involved in the market than you would be in back testing, because you go through a day like in 15 or in like 5-10 minutes in back testing. But in real life you're there for an hour and a half. You can tell a bit more about the market, you're a bit more in tuned with what's going on. But at the same time you do lose a bit of a sense of like the bigger picture, which is why you need to be on it. And I wasn't today, but I promise you the next time I take a trade where I'm like, oh, it's because I wasn't really focused, it will be over a month's time. I guarantee. Like, that's why I'm still confident. I'm still okay. Like trading and spending money on evals, I'm okay with it. Yeah. But this is prime example of me learning. You have a trade in backtesting where it's premium. Okay, premium. I'll talk about premium discount. I don't really know. This is what you do in backtesting. You test it. I didn't take this trade, but I remembered it. It was premium backtesting. It was a premium 5 minute, but it was a really good draw above. Okay, and it was early in the session. When it's early in the session, you get better deals on premium trades. Is what I'm seeing. It doesn't retrace a lot. We don't really need to retrace a lot. Okay, at the start of the session, the longer we go through the session, this is lower probability. And then again, we did take this trade, and this is back testing. It's early in the session. You see, it's maybe 15 minutes into the session. We retrace into a 5 minute. Our draws are good. We have narrative. Only thing that would stop me before is how premium we are, and how we've just come into I don't think it was even a sponsored 5 minute. Um, but we respected that. We got an S&T there as well. And importantly, it's before like 10 a.m. So it's high volatility. I've learned from this experience, which could be today, for example. I've learned from my trade today. And then, I don't know what time frame this was, but it was two different back testing sessions completely. I've then worked it out and my win rate has gone up. And that's what you do every day. That's what you should be doing every day. Right, you should be. That's a bit of a, psychological effort rant, but that's what you got to do. You got to be delusional and say it will work. I've had my dad questioning me last night. I was like, "Do you want to talk about real options with your life?" I'm like, "No, I don't want to. This will work." And it will. You just watch. You just fucking watch, mate. You just watch. It'll be very embarrassing if it doesn't work as well. There's a lot of YouTube videos that no one's watching. Be on the internet forever. But yeah, I'm crazy. I don't care. I'm putting this so much effort in, and I don't know, in I think I put myself like 2 years, like 2 years down the line in training. I put in this much effort every day, and I have no reward. Like, I don't reap a cent of. Like, all I'm doing now, I'm training for max payouts, which is 5k English money, pounds, $7,500. I'm training for max. If I don't get a singular max payout in 11 months, I'll hang up the belt. But if I'm putting in the effort. It's not like I'm not putting in the effort. I'll hang the belt. But I don't want to let it. I'll do everything in my power for that not to happen. Like everything. Okay, enough said. That's today wrapped up. No one's going to watch this, but even just me saying this stuff out loud is just so helpful. And I hope if I do become profitable and, earning a lot one day, people can come back to this video when clearly I'm not fucking profitable and I'm not working and it's not working and be like, I can do that. Because for me, there was no one in the space. There was, your TJRs, your like PB, who just show how good they are at trading. No matter how far you go back, you scroll. There's no videos of them like this struggling to get a payout. I haven't got a payout in 5 months, 6 months. Blowing accounts. Do 5 evals 3 weeks, 2 weeks ago. I just don't see that side. And I mean, if I do get to that point, I'd want to be like, oh, don't worry, I've been there, and I can show you, I can prove to you that I've been there. This is me here. And look at it, all this. All this is just from one fucking loss. Okay, it's not me. It's not me. Spiraling, but like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm not delusional. I'm not. I'm not being like. I'm not. I'm not saying it's a bad trade just because I lost. I lost. If that makes sense. Like some people like put on a good trade and they lose their head and be like, oh my god, that was such a bad trade. Like, oh, when it was a fine trade. In this scenario, this is not the case. That was a horrible trade, and I realised that. I realised that maybe like after it fucking closed, when I actually bothered to look about the scenario and what we're doing. But still, with all this, I'm probably about break even. With all this stupid nonsense. I'm gonna say 0.5% every freaking day, dude. Every freaking day. How many days is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 20. And then when it gets about 60%, I'm probably about 50% right now. Live. When it gets to 60%, then it's 0.25. So we've got 20, 40, 60 days. I should be 70% win rate. 60 days. 3 months, 2 months, 2 months. Let's fucking do it. Come on. Fucking do it. Okay. I'm gonna. I need to get my hair cut. Shit. I'm going on holiday tomorrow with my girlfriend. Mm, yeah. Never know as it ends. I'm not a YouTuber, bro. I'm just gonna end it.